Hello, Brigadiers and Brigadettes and hockey fans alike. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to my channel. Now let's jump into some hockey content. Hello everybody, happy Saturday, and if you are new, please make sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you like this video for anybody involved. So today we're going to be talking about something I should have talked about a long time ago, and that is the Carolina Hurricanes. They are finally getting their credit, not only in the NHL, but with me. Last night the Hurricanes won their division for the first time since 2006. This team just gets more and more exciting every year. They have the third best goal differential in the league, behind only the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche. They have the 10th best goals for per 60 and the third best goals against per 60. So I apologize for not getting to this sooner. This semester has been crazy, but it is done. It is over. It's in the books. In the summer, I'm hoping to put out 5 videos a week within the next few weeks. We're going to start doing that. So talk about the Carolina Hurricanes. I might have said Panthers earlier, so I apologize. But, they can score a bunch of goals. We know that they can keep the goal out of the net for the opposing team. And let's see what we talk about. And before I give my take on them in the playoffs, I want to talk about their team in general. So this team is loaded with a lot of quality players, some young. And you have Sebastian Aho, Dougie Hamilton, Andrei Svechnikov, Jacob Slavin, Teuvo Teravainen, Nino Niederreiter, Martin Necas. I always forget how to say his name. I apologize if I said it wrong. And so many more. This team has actually got a lot of nice depth, as they have 8 players with at least 10 goals. And 4 of those players have 15 plus goals this season. So you have to remember, too, that is in a shortened season this year, with it only being 56 games. So it makes it that much more impressive, because in an 82-game season, a lot of those guys would have scored 20 goals likely or more. We've already talked about this team having a great group of defensemen. And, some of these guys, they might just provide one thing, but other guys can provide 2 things, offense and defense. But in general, this is a good blue line. And, that's the thing with Dougie Hamilton. He can provide a good two-way game. His defense, I think at times might be a little overrated, but in general, when he's on, he's on. And with that being said, let's talk about the goalie situation. Peter Mrazek was having a career year. And in only 11 games this season, he got an injury. It might have been less than that, actually. But that's when I started to worry about this team, maybe why I didn't cover them as much. But here they are. Insert 25-year-old Alex Nedeljkovic. And he stepped in, has been lights out this year. Actually, this is a 4th year with the team. I'm pretty sure this is the first real opportunity he's got. And in 22 games played this season, his stats are 15-4-3 with a 189 goals against average, a 932 save percentage, and 3 shutouts. And that's only in 22 games played, so that's just crazy. He has the 5th best goal save against average out of all goalies in the league. That's right, out of all of them. And has a higher quality start percentage than Andrei Vasilevsky, who has won a Vezina and looks like he could be a favorite this year as well. We'll have to see how that plays out. And the only weird thing I have to say about the goalie situation is that Mrazek is back now, and that leaves that situation of who do you start net, especially with the playoffs right around the corner. And I know that Mrazek is an unrestricted free agent after this season, but if I'm Rod Brind'Amour, I am going to have to go with Nedeljkovic in that for the first game of the playoffs and see what happens from there. And, I think he's younger, I'd probably put him on a shorter leash, but at the same time, just because Mrazek is an unrestricted free agent doesn't mean that I'm just going to hand him the reins to the team when he's coming back from an injury. And I can't even talk today. Nedeljkovic is, been pretty good so far. Amazing, really. So, I just think that just because somebody could leave if they don't get the starting net for the playoffs, you're looking for titles, not to appease anybody. And I'm not saying Mrazek's like that. I'm just pointing that out. And like I said, put him on a short leash if that's the case. So now let's take a look at their division and how they match up against teams that they'll probably face going into this in order to get to the third round. They will have to at least face 2 of these teams, likely. The Nashville Predators, which are just above the Dallas Stars right now. I'm not sure who's going to finish that out in that 4th spot, but we'll say Nashville for this instance. And the Predators have struggled big time against the Panthers. The Hurricanes this year, my apologies. And they have been outscored 23-9 in those 6 games. I really don't see Nashville posing the biggest of threats So I think we should focus on the other two teams. Nothing against Nashville. I just think that, they're a team that I've said before probably would be better suited off for a rebuild. I don't see them being a contender. I see them being kind of like a middle ground team, which is why I think that they should probably go towards that rebuild. And they've struggled against Carolina. My hopes are not high for Nashville, but I've been wrong before. So now we'll talk about the Florida Panthers. And the Panthers are 2-4-2, played pretty tough against the Hurricanes, and have been outscored 28-19 in the 8 games they've played. And even if this series went offensive, I think I would go Carolina in this instance. The Hurricanes, I just think, they can play good offensive hockey. They can play good defensive hockey. They can put it together. I just don't know if, things would work out very well if Florida just said forget defense, because you've got a lot of capable scorers. You've got some snipers on this team for the Hurricanes. So, yeah, I just think that it'd probably go in Carolina's favor. I just think that they're a better, well-rounded team. Again, could be wrong. And then the final team that I know everybody's been waiting for that could pose the biggest threat to Carolina making it to the third round, making a deep run, is the Tampa Bay Lightning, the big bad champions, the defending champions. And this series is really close with these two teams this season, as Lightning were 4-3-1 against the Hurricanes. They did have a winning record against them. However, the Hurricanes outscored them 18-7 in those 8 games, 18-17, excuse me. And overall, I think this would be just a tough series overall, but I'm going to have to go Tampa Bay, just because you've got Stamkos probably coming back. It seems like Kucherov is out on the ice again. In general, Tampa Bay is just a really, really good team. I've said, from probably the start of the season, if not just the past few months, Tampa Bay is my favorite to win the Stanley Cup again. I know you don't usually see back-to-backs. It's pretty rare, but they're a great team. They've got so many great players, and Carolina's a great team, and they're a young team, but when you have Tampa Bay that's already been through it, they've been through the ringer, and now they're looking to win cups, be like the Red Wings from the 90s when they faced a lot of heartache. I think that's what we could compare them to possibly, and that's why I kind of got it like this. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't view the Hurricanes as a legitimate threat, so Hurricanes fans, please understand that I have said, for a while now that I think they could be the team hoisting the cup at the end of the year. You can actually go into my comments section on my channel and see that. But to me right now, they're still the favorite dark horse. That team that everybody is a sexy pick to upset. But the thing is, they're still a really good team. So yeah, they're the sexy dark horse favorite in mine right now. But I still do think they're a piece or two of being away from being in that Vegas, Colorado, Tampa Bay level. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Is Carolina a true contender? Will the Hurricanes win the Stanley Cup this season? So, let me know all that down below. Make sure to subscribe if you are not. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And everybody, stay safe. Have a great day. Stay away from COVID, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes, and hockey fans in general. This is your captain signing off. Have a great week.